Magandang araw mga ka-forever. Ayan, nagkita-kita na naman tayo. Kamusta naman ang weekend ninyo? I hope naging maayos at naging masaya ang mga naging lakad ninyo at ng pamilya ninyo. Paganda na po ng paganda ang mga feedback from you mga ka-forever. Kaya naman mas lalo kami na-inspire to give you nothing but the best. Asahan ninyo na in the next few weeks, we will give you informational and educational content. Dahil kayo ang mga ka-forever namin, we will give you always make every moment dito sa DOSTv Special. Ako po si Jel Miranda, ang inyong bagong ka-online at ka-forever. We welcome you to DOSTv, the Filipino Weather Channel, your newest and most comprehensive real-time authority on the latest weather updates. Dahil weather lang ang laging nandyan, tag-araw man o tag-ulan, hindi nang iiwan kahit sino ka man. Remember that folks, it's DOSTv, the Filipino Weather Channel. Reporting live from Pag-asa Weather and Flood Forecasting Center. Ang DOSTv ay mapapanood ninyo Mondays to Fridays, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Dito lang sa www.dostv.ph. And for today's episode, we will get to know a world-class technology developed by Filipinos. Ito ay ang the Axis Knee Replacement System, the only one of its kind in Southeast Asia. At syempre, nandyan pa rin yung pa-trending natin na segment, ang Hugot Panahon sa What's the Weather with You. And for our docu, ating alamin ang buhay ng mga anak ng bulkan. Kaya tutok lang dito sa DOSTv. So ano kaya ang naghihintay sa atin ngayong araw na ito? Heto ng ating Pag-asa correspondent, Mr. Benison Estareja. Sir Benison, kamusta po ang magiging lagay ng panahon mamaya?
Thank you, Ms. Jel. Good morning sa iyo at good morning din sa mga viewers natin ng DOSTv. At para naman sa mga estudyante natin, ay maligayang unang araw ng pasukan sa inyo. At para naman sa magiging lagay ng panahon natin ngayong araw ng Lunes, asahan pa rin po sa buong bansa ang bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap na kalangitan sa umaga po yan at tanghali. Then pagdating po ng hapon o gabi, posible pa rin yung mga pagulan o pagkidlat, pagkulog na maaaring magtagal ng 2 oras. Pumunta muna tayo sa ating latest satellite image ngayong umaga. E kung mapapansin po natin sa Luzon, halos bagyang maulap naman po ang ating mga kalangitan doon. Dito sa may parteng extreme northern Luzon, sa Batanes, Calayan, and Babuyan, medyo maulap po dahil sa umiiral na hanging habagat or southwest monsoon. Dito naman sa natitirang bahagi ng Luzon, lalo na po sa may parteng Central Luzon, Calabarzon, and Metro Manila, magiging maaliwalas or maarong panahon ngayong umaga at tanghali, then pagdating nga ng hapon o gabi, posible pa rin yung mga pagulan or pagkidlat pagkulog na maaaring magtagal ng 2 oras. Ang temperature po natin sa Metro Manila ay 25 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius. Sa Tuguegarao naman, 25 hanggang 35 degrees Celsius. Sa Baguio City, 17 hanggang 24 degrees Celsius. Habang sa Puerto Princesa naman, 25 to 32 degrees Celsius. Pumunta naman tayo dito sa may parteng Visayas. Kung mapapansin po natin, maaliwalas ang panahon dito sa may Eastern Visayas. At bagyang maulap naman ang kalangitan dito sa may Central and Western Visayas. Pero saan po natin sa buong Visayas, posible pa rin ang mga pagulan o pagkidlat pagkulog hanggang sa madaling araw. Ang temperature po natin sa Metro Cebu ay 26 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius, habang sa Iloilo naman 25 to 32 degrees Celsius. Dumako naman tayo dito sa may parteng Mindanao. Kung mapapansin natin, mostly cloudy or halos maulap po sa buong Mindanao, lalo na dito sa may parteng Zamboanga Peninsula and Northern Mindanao. Pero asahan pa rin po natin yung mga pagulan or pagkidlat pagkulog sa buong Mindanao simula sa hapon hanggang sa madaling araw. Ang temperature po natin sa Metro Davao, 26 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius, habang dito naman sa Zamboanga, 25 to 33 degrees Celsius. So ngayon po, in general, wala naman tayong gale warning. Pwede namang maglayag ang anumang uri ng sasakyang pandagat, except medyo magiging maalon lamang dito sa may extreme northern Luzon. And so far, kung mapapansin po natin sa ating satellite image, wala naman tayo nakikita mga low pressure area or bagyo. So ibig sabihin po, safe naman or magiging maaliwalas naman ang ating panahon sa mga susunod na araw. Yan muna ang latest mula dito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng Pag-asa DOST. Ako po si Benison Estareja, reporting for DOSTv.
an exclusive content na dito nyo lang sa DOSTv makikita. Here's our hydrologist, Mr. Edgar de la Cruz, for the dam water level report.
Salamat, Jen. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Dito po tayo sa Pag-asa Dam Monitoring, flood forecasting warning section. Una natin po pag-uusapan ang Angat Dam. Ito po yung hydrograph ng Angat Dam. Makikita po natin ang trend ng Angat Dam ay puro pababa pa. Kung titignan po natin yung the last 4 days ng dam elevation, puro negative pa yung binibigay niya numero. At ito naman po ang Pantabangan Dam. Makikita po natin na ang Pantabangan Dam ay medyo level off siya. Bumababa pero hindi gaano kalaki ang mga pagbaba niya. Dahil tignan po natin yung the last 4 days dam monitoring natin. At ito naman po ang San Roque Dam. At ito naman po kanyang hydrograph. Makikita po natin na puro pababa pa rin po. Makikita natin dito sa the last 4 days ng elevation niya, puro negative pa rin po ang binibigay ng San Roque Dam. At ito naman po ang Magat Dam. Kung mapapansin po natin na umaakit po ang elevation ng Magat Dam, ito lang po yung nagpa-positive. May mga dumaan na araw na positive yung binibigay niyang elevation. Dahil sa laki ng catchment basin ng Magat. Kaya may yung mga ibang pag-ulan, pumapasok mismo doon sa dam, Magat Dam. Kaya makikita po natin yung the last 4 days pa rin niya na elevation. May mga negative na binibigay sa susunod. At yan lang po dito sa Pag-asa. Ako po si Edgar de la Cruz. Maraming salamat.
Katulong natin ang DOST para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa. Marami silang proyekto para sa mamamayang Pilipino. Alamin dito sa DOSTv Flash Report. "27 farmers and 2 local government units or LGU staff attended the recent training on bamboo handicraft production, which was initiated by the local government of San Nicolas under the bottoms-up budgeting project of the Department of Trade and Industry or DTI, with the help of Pangasinan's DOST Provincial Science and Technology Center. Participants learn how to prepare bamboo raw materials and create handicrafts from them. According to San Nicolas Mayor Rebecca Mejica Saldivar, the 3-day course, which covered raw material preparation and finishing, has opened up additional livelihood options for the farmers, especially during their downtime, after they have planted and harvested rice. Conserving the Philippine cinnamon tree is the focus of a project recently started by the Department of Science and Technology's Forest Products Research and Development Institute, or DOST FPRDI, along with 2 partner groups. The cinnamon tree is known for its fragrant bark and leaves that are used worldwide by the food flavoring and pharmaceutical industries. Launched at the Cebu Normal University last May 2015, the Pinoy Cinnamon Conservation Project is DOST FPRDI's joint venture with the Cebu Biodiversity Conservation Foundation, the Flora and Fauna International, and the funding agency Philippine Tropical Forest Conservation Foundation. The project is setting its sights on 3 major outcomes: enhanced knowledge and protection of Philippine cinnamons, developed sustainable options for a community-owned cinnamon livelihood program, and piloted cinnamon conservation sites in Cebu and in Camarines Norte. The goal of the project is to find the method that will yield the optimum bark while protecting the life of the cinnamon tree. Factory workers at Donpin Corporation, the country's leading manufacturer of interior fit-out office furniture, have recently been given the chance to work in a safer workplace. The company installed in February 2016 a finishing spray booth designed by the DOST FPRDI, which aims to clear the factory of fumes and dust, especially in the sanding and spraying sections. An effective way of clearing the finishing area of air pollutants is through the use of a spray booth, an enclosed or semi-enclosed area used for the spray painting of fabricated items. The spray booth the Institute designed for Donpin Corporation comes with a tube axial blower to exhaust the fumes and water filtering system to scrub the paint overspray. In 1997, FPRDI has already installed 44 units of its wet-type finishing spray booth in the plants of 26 companies nationwide. Adopters have reported positive impacts such as improved process efficiency, product quality, worker safety, and environmental protection. Maraming partner agencies ang DOST at kasama na rito ang sikat na company na Microsoft. Alamin ang naging partnership nila sa mga susunod na video.
We've always had problems with fishing overcapacity in the sector. The EcoFish project is intended to improve the management and sustainable use of coastal and fisheries resources in the Philippines. So that is what we're trying to do for the fisheries registration. We're trying to count the number of fishers all over the Philippines. Electronic connectivity in many of the islands is not there. So TV white space technology is giving us that connectivity to do this thing, this registration electronically.
Me and my family, we were at our house and we're going to have our breakfast. We felt a short tremor, then the 7.2 magnitude. It was very scary, and I have my two babies with me.
The soil are shaking, the houses are really, the trees are bending. So we understand, we observe that it is already earthquake. We are so scared, and I am so sad during that time. So we just pray that hopefully a few minutes or a few seconds, it will stop.
November 7, I was still here in school. I secure all my computers in the laboratory. I place it in the center of the classroom, but actually we lost everything. It's not only the classrooms, but included the facilities, the computer facility, the equipment, everything. November 8, early morning of 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., I was in my home with my wife, because my wife was nine months pregnant at the time, and the expected delivery is any time that day. We don't know what to do. It seems like we are just waiting for our life to be lost.
Typhoon Haiyan, known as Yolanda in the Philippines, was one of the most intense tropical storms ever to hit the country. It claimed more than 6,000 victims and left 4 million people without homes. Estimated damages reached astronomical proportions. Quick, effective aid was needed more than ever before. Microsoft and its employees immediately donated more than $500,000 in cash, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of technology, and hundreds of volunteer hours. For the first time in history, the TV whitespace technology was used to connect 500 residents in affected areas and to facilitate 75,000 hours of Skype connections. Using 3 emergency.lu kits with low bandwidth Skype, we also enabled communications among 5,000 rescue workers. We also provided the affected areas further technical and maintenance assistance.
After assessing or having an assessment of the requirements of the communities and the other stakeholders like our NGO partners, the number one thing that was immediately needed was really to establish some infrastructure so that people are able to communicate.
Many of these cell towers were on top of buildings, but all these buildings have been wiped out because of typhoon. And so it's very difficult to establish a cellular network in the traditional sense. The involvement of Microsoft in the TV whitespace technology revolves around the use of a geolocational database. The distance that the TV whitespace spectrum can cover is much further than what you would have with traditional Wi-Fi or than you would have with cellular technology. By using TV whitespace technologies to throw that signal out further, as far as 3, 5, or 7 kilometers out, we can establish evacuation centers, we can establish connectivity centers such as this one, where the people can then come.
With TV whitespace, we are able to provide connectivity to relief workers who then use the technology to coordinate with their superiors, with their colleagues, with NGOs, with the World Food Program, with USAID.
I think one of the biggest things in a relief effort is not just food, but it's the outlook of a person. And communications with family, I think, is something that, even food cannot answer sometimes.
So we are using it for emails and then Facebook networking so that we can disseminate all the information to the faculty and staff, to the parents, to the students.
Skype calls have been important in doing telemedicine, in trying to address very specific and esoteric medical cases in these earthquake-hit areas.
The TV whitespace was very useful because the augmented or the province, the workers or the social workers from the province have to assess the situation here in Tubigon. We used it to submit reports, and then how many families are affected, then the goods, water, food, how much they will send here in Tubigon or in the entire Bohol.
We are having a very good partnership with Microsoft. We are grateful for the technology.
We're hoping that, more people will start picking it up and doing it, an inexpensive way of actually answering the problem of connectivity in the countryside.
Magaling talaga ang mga Pilipino kahit sa ang field, lahat tayo nag-e-excel. Mapa-entertainment man, sports o beauty pageant, aasahan mo na kasama ang mga Pinoy sa listahan. And the good news is, pati medical service ay conquered na rin ng mga Pinoy. Ito ay ang the Axis Knee Replacement System, the only one of its kind in Southeast Asia. Our guest who is going to tell us more about this is currently the president of Orthopedic International Incorporated. He has a master's in biomedical engineering from the University of Minnesota. Among the patents he created includes external fixator with improved clamp and methods for use and the multi-axial bone screw mechanism. Diba? Parang introduction pa lang, kitang-kita mo na ang husay at galing ng ating guest for today. Mga ka-forever, let us all welcome Engineer Jude Sassing. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Morning, sir.
Welcome sa DOSTv.
Thank you po.
Ayan, medyo interesting yung ating i-discuss ngayon di ba? Knee replacement. Ano ba talaga? Axis Knee Replacement System. Ano po ibig sabihin nito?
Ang Axis Knee Replacement System ay isang total knee replacement system na ginagamit for severe osteoarthritis of the knee. And ito ay project na dinevelop namin together with DOST. And ito ay available na ngayon. This was designed and manufactured in the Philippines. And the objective is for this to be available to more Filipino patients.
So Axis, ibig sabihin, merong iba't ibang types of knee replacement This is a total, not partial.
Yes, meron ding partial knee replacement, but this is a total knee replacement. And there are many, total knee replacement has been around for more than 40 years. No? Unfortunately, in the Philippines, it's not as widely used. And isa nga ito sa gusto naming ma-inform ang mga patients na this is now available. And what is different with this access knee replacement system is that this was developed here in the Philippines, and this is manufactured here in the Philippines, and the quality is just as good as any implant in the world. The materials are certified. Our factory is ISO certified also, so we can guarantee this is a very well-designed and well-manufactured implant. This is also approved by the FDA. And this is the first of its kind in the sense that this is the first public-private partnership in health research sa Philippines. No? And this is also the first one that we know that was designed and manufactured within Southeast Asia.
Okay. So ito talaga, gawang Pinoy?
Yes.
Gawang Pinoy talaga. Pero anong kinonsider ninyo kung bakit talaga naisipan o nabuo itong project na ito?
Yung aming company kasi is we were established more than 20 years ago by a orthopedic surgeon from Negros who went to the States and became very successful and decided to come back and give back, no, his talents and his resources. So this is his name is Dr. Gustilo, and so right from the start, Orthopedic International was formed with the objective of helping more Filipino patients. And Dr. Gustilo, being an orthopedic surgeon and also one of the foremost knee replacement surgeons in the world, he actually designed several, at least 2 knee replacement systems. No? The Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, these were big products. And so he really wanted to design something, a knee replacement for Filipinos. So about 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago, Dr. Gusto decided to make a proposal to DOST to design and manufacture a knee replacement system for Filipinos and Asians.
So ano pagkakaiba natin compared sa ibang bansa? Halimbawa, kasi ito, ginawa ninyo para sa mga Pinoy, di ba? So, ano lang ba to? Parang mas malapit ba yung mga, kumbaga mas, hindi na natin kailangan mag-angkat pa ng gantong klase ng knee replacement system?
Yes. Sa ngayon kasi, ang knee replacement is very expensive because they are imported, no, from other countries. And one of the things that is different is that most knee systems now are made or designed in Western countries, so the dimensions are usually made for Caucasians. So we made this, we made the dimensions specifically for Asians. We have sizes that cater to Filipinos and Asians, but we also have sizes that cater to Caucasian knees. Aside from that, see, knee replacement is a rather complex procedure. And there are, as shown earlier, there are different components. There are 3 components. And these components have to be aligned properly relative to the anatomy of the patient. And doing this until now has been more of a skill on the surgeon. It's just by estimate. In other countries, there are advanced devices that they use to align these properly, and these are called navigation systems. These are computerized systems that are very expensive, and they're also difficult to use actually. A well-aligned knee replacement can last for maybe 20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
Okay.
But if it is not well aligned, the implants are not well aligned, they will need revision within 3 to 5 years. So,
bubuksan ulit yun?
Yes, then you have to replace the implants. So that's where alignment is very crucial. In our system, we were able to design instrumentation and surgical technique that will help surgeons to align the components properly without the expensive navigation systems they're used in the States. And the implants have to be aligned relative to what's called the mechanical axis of the knee, and that's line from the center of the hip, center of the knee, and center of the ankle joint. And with our system, we can guide the surgeons so that the implants are properly aligned. And that's why we call this system the axis knee replacement system, because we have a system to find the correct mechanical axis and align the system, the implants along that axis.
So, sino katulong ng surgeon?
The surgeon is, usually we have a surgical assist. He's a nurse, but he's trained from our company. He goes assist the surgeon. But the surgeon has to be trained also to use our system.
So, with the help of other, kumbaga, consultants, do you have engineer with this project?
When we designed the project, this was a rather big project. We had around maybe 14 people involved. There was like 6 engineers. We have 3 orthopedic surgeons from the Philippines, Dr. Gustilo. We also had a surgeon from China, from Japan, and a couple of consultants from the States. So the project was really a collaboration between orthopedic surgeons and engineers.
Kasi before, kung wala pa tong ganitong klase ng device, ano usually, halimbawa ako pasyente, ano yung sagot kung sakaling meron akong ganong kaso?
Yes, osteoarthritis of the knee is a degenerative problem, meaning it comes with age. It's sort of age-related. In the early stages of osteoarthritis, this can be treated with medications, pain medications, anti-inflammatory drugs, therapy, weight loss. However, as the reason for this is that the cartilage is eventually, as we grow old, the cartilage degrades and it gets inflamed. That's why it's painful. Eventually, the cartilage becomes worn out. And when it gets completely worn out and you have bone-to-bone contact, that becomes very painful. And there is no more medication that can be used. And the only option at that stage is really total knee replacement. So what is done is the cartilage is removed, and then metal and plastic components are inserted or placed over the bones so that there's no more contact between bone and becomes painless, no? And you return mobility to the patient. So
what is the plastic are you using for this?
The plastic is made of ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene.
Ayun.
It's
So
medical
very
grade.
safe.
Yes, yes. And the metal is called cobalt chromium. It's also a biocompatible material. It's been used for quite a while.
So metal yun, sir, hindi yung kakalawangan sa loob.
Oo, hindi siya kakalawangan.
Oo, di ba? Siyempre, ipapasok sa loob ng katawan mo yun. No? So, ito, tatagal for 20 years, sabi nyo nga kanina.
Yes.
O yun. So, paano nyo na-consider ito na parang ito yung breakthrough in the medical field?
Well, it's a breakthrough because actually there are 4 patents pending on this system in the States and in other countries, and also, of course, in the Philippines. It's a breakthrough because, as I mentioned before, alignment of the components is very crucial to us to success, clinical success. And until now, this is done, as I said, by eyeballing or by expensive equipment. And with our system, we are able to do this with a simple, relatively simple mechanical device, and it aligns the components properly. And so far, our surgeons are very satisfied with the results. So we think that this is a breakthrough in that sense.
So pagka naka-clamp na siya, ang lakad ba ng pasyente parang normal lang? Parang hindi mo maiisip na meron akong bakal sa loob ng katawan ko?
Patients have said that eventually, yes, they forget that they have ever had total knee replacement. Yes. I-mention ko lang din pala na it's also a breakthrough, at least in the Philippines, no? In the sense na this is very affordable.
Very affordable.
Yes, compared to existing systems. Existing systems in the market probably would be about 120,000 pesos, yung knee replacement, yung implants. This system is available in the market for 70,000 in private hospitals. However, for government hospitals, because it's a joint project with the government, this is available for only 60,000. So there's a big
Magkano?
jump.
60 na lang, sir?
60,000, yes.
60,000 na lang. Oo, sa bagay, no? Tapos, compared noon, kung talagang magpapa-import ka pa from ibang bansa, di mas mahal.
It's almost double the price.
Sobra. Oo nga, parang around 400,000 in peso. Eto, ang DOST talaga, napakalaki ng tulong when in terms to this project.
Yes. Tumulong ang DOST in terms of funds, no? They gave us funds. It was co-funded by our company and DOST through PCHRD, no? Philippine Council for Health Research and Development. And DOST has also helped in an information campaign. In the Philippines, let me just put it in context. No? In the US, they do about 700,000 knee replacements every year. In the Philippines, we do maybe 2,000-3,000 at most. If we look at the demographics, we look at the number of possible patients, we estimate that there should be about 70,000 knee replacements done in the Philippines. There are three reasons we believe why this is so. There's a big disparity. One is, of course, the cost.
Yes, definitely.
And that's why we were able to bring this down, and we hope that it will, solve that particular reason. The second reason is the availability in terms of surgeons. There are only about 60 orthopedic surgeons trained specifically to do knee replacement. The reason for this is that after finishing orthopedic residency, a surgeon has to undergo another year of training just to do knee replacement and joint replacement in general. The reason for this is the alignment, again, as I said, is very crucial, and you have to learn how to align the implants properly. With the system that we have, the access knee system, together with our instrumentation and our surgical technique, the surgeon, an orthopedic surgeon who no longer has to undergo a one-year training fellowship. He can do the procedure with just a few days of training with our company, with Dr. Gustilo. And so the idea is we want to make this available in the provinces, for example. No? So instead of 60, we're now talking of potentially there are 600 orthopedic surgeons in the Philippines. So this becomes more accessible. So the third reason is there's cost, accessibility in terms of number of surgeons. The last reason is information. We think that many of our patients in the Philippines are not aware that there's knee replacements available in the country, and that it is now even more affordable. And that's why we're doing this information campaign, and we're very grateful for DOST, STII for helping us with this effort.
Is this technology globally competitive?
Yes, it is globally competitive. As we mentioned earlier, this was designed for Filipino anatomy, but as I also mentioned, there are also sizes that cater to Caucasians. What makes it especially competitive is the instrumentation and surgical technique. Because this technique and the instrumentation is universal, and this is the same problem that they have in the States. Alignment is still a problem. Technique is a problem.
Okay, so when it comes to dun sa mga patient katulad ng ganyan, no, talagang nasisiguro natin na magiging mas magaan na yung kanilang pakiramdam once na nakasuot na sila nitong clamp na to, itong knee axis replacement system.
Yes. Patients can return to normal daily activities. No? So before, when they cannot stand or becomes very painful, they can return to normal lifestyle. They can walk, they can bike, they can swim, they can even do ballroom dancing.
So meron kasing benefits, di ba? So ano naman yung risk factor?
Well, first, I'm not a surgeon.
Okay.
So, but from what I know, knee replacement is one of the most successful procedures known, no? Because the success rate is very high, and the risks are, compared to the benefits, the risks are very manageable, quite small. It's still a general anesthesia procedure, but complications are very low, and patients become very satisfied with the outcomes after the surgery. Is about maybe 1 to 2 hours. And normally this is done in the morning. In the afternoon, the patient can can walk, can stand up, can walk around the room. Normally, he can, particularly with our system, they can leave the hospital maybe the following day or 2 days after.
Bilis lang pala. So 1 to 3 hours, ang operation 1 to 2 hours lang.
Yes.
Okay, tapos may pahinga ka lang, pwede ka na umuwi, no? Parang tumambay ka na sa ospital.
This is even done outpatient in the States.
Okay. So as of the moment, gaano na karami yung pasyente na nakikinabang nito?
As of now, there are about maybe 80 knees that we have implanted.
Since nagsimula itong project na ito. Okay. Any more long-term goal siguro for this project? From time to time ba, kailangan na-develop pa rin natin ito?
Yes, long-term, we are planning to sell, to export this, no? And we're planning to initially sell this within Southeast Asia. We're also developing other sort of accessories or components within the system. For example, we're looking at revision systems, no? Revision knee implants, which is more complicated than the primary. This is called a primary system.
Ayun. And aside from this knee replacement system, ano pa yung mga nakalayap sa inyo na project from your office?
Yes, we have, currently we have a spine system, we have a hip system, we have implants for bone fractures, and we're continuously creating new designs. And as I mentioned, we're looking at a revision system. Revision knee system is also a difficult procedure, and we hope that with our breakthrough, our patent pending instrumentation, we can make this more consistent and easier for the surgeon.
Kasi di ba, halimbawa, dito sa Pilipinas, gaano kalaki yung kumbaga yung rate when it terms to orthopedic sa inyong office niyo, mga kaso ng mga Pinoy na nagsasuffer sa ganito mga klase ng sakit?
Siguro, as I mentioned, there are about maybe 70,000 Filipinos today suffering from knee replacement, from osteoarthritis.
Yes.
And there are about 70,000 every year that can be, whose knees can be replaced with total knee replacement. And it's a painful disease, I guess.
Yes, totoo. Tsaka napakaselan, hindi ba, sir? Any more upcoming siguro mga, halimbawa, when terms to sa mga Asia, nakakasabay na rin tayo, hindi ba? So, ito ba, pang worldwide na rin? Let's say, nasa ibang bansa ako, pwede na ba akong kumuha sa Philippines?
Sa ngayon, we are not yet exporting. As I mentioned earlier, we're planning to export to ASEAN countries. However, we're also the Department of the DTI, Trade and Industry, is also sort of selling the idea for this project for medical tourism.
Okay.
So this is not available yet in other countries, but they can come to the Philippines and have their needs done. It's more affordable than doing it in their home countries. And we have a very nice, well-aligned system that's made here in the Philippines.
Ayun. Any more messages na sa ating mga taga-subaybay? Baka meron tayong mga nanonood sa atin, nangangailangan na pala ng ganitong system.
Yes, I would like to let our mga kababayan to know na yung knee replacement is available now in the Philippines, and this is made more affordable through this project, the Axis Knee Replacement System, which is a joint project between the government and our company. And you can contact your orthopedic surgeon. You can go to our company website to ask more information about this. Our company website is www.oii.com. I would also like to maybe mention to maybe the government that this is a we're very grateful for this project and for the support from the government. And the other thing is since this is a government project, it would be very logical, I think, and very good, very helpful for our indigent patients if this can be the procedure can be done in government hospitals more often. Maybe if there's right now kasi implants are not covered by PhilHealth. The procedure is covered, but implants are not covered. So the patient still has to shell out some money. We have done our part in a way that we've made this more affordable now for government patients. So I hope that there's more. We're trying to work with the government on this.
Thank you so much. Ayan, sir, marami sana nga. Sana marami makinabangin dito, lalo na lalo na yung mga hindi talaga kaya naman makapaglabas ng pera, di ba? Yes. Thank you so much. More power sa inyong project. Ayan, mga kaibigan, mga ka-forever, di ba talaga naman sa bawat larangan nakikilala ang mga Pinoy at nakaka-proud na yan ay mga gawang Pinoy. Nakakataba ng puso to learn that we have what it takes to excel and touch people's lives. Ayan, excited na ba kayo? Eto na po ang aming mga favorite hugot tweets at FB status sa What's the Weather with You. Mula sa ating Twitter friends na si Sheng Serrano. Cuddle weather daw, wala namang kakadal. Chosera. Ayan, nawala yata si Sheng. Diba? Si Sheng naman, sino ba pinatatamaan mo? Friend mo or ex-boyfriend mo? Mas mabuti siguro, chill-chill lang tayo, di ba? Mas masarap yung good vibes lang. Iwanan mo na yung mga negative vibes. Ayan, mula naman sa ating Facebook friend na si Sandro. Nalalapit na ang panahon ng bagyo, ating paghandaan. Minsan ay pag-ibig, dapat maging matatag. So, di ba, Kuya Sandro? Tama yan, para kang Boy Scout, para kang Girl Scout. Lagi kang handa. Siyempre, sabi nga natin yan, ang tunay na pagmamahal. O, di ba? Isa pa, wala naman dito sa ating Facebook friend pa rin, Carlo Dawana. Sabi niya, I was expecting thunderstorms, but you gave me sparks and sunshine instead. Wow, Carlo, ikaw na, di ba? Obvious na parang in love itong si Carlo. Yan, di ba mga ka-forever? Ang sweet ng last FB status natin. Kaya kayo mga ka-forever, mag-tweet lang at mag-post sa Facebook sa hashtag What's the Weather with You para sharing tayo ng mga hugot dito lang sa DOSTv. Located in the Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire, volcanic and seismic activities can occur anytime in the Philippines, lalo na't may tinatayang 23 active volcanoes ang bansa. Paano kaya ang buhay sa lugar na may active volcano katulad ng Mount Pinatubo? Alamin dito lang sa mga anak ng bulkan.
I've been in the Philippines 27 years, and I love the Philippines. First of all, because this is where God sent me. Secondly, because the people are precious. I can't explain it differently. People are just very precious here, very kind, very considerate. You feel the love in the Philippines. I came here to help a church do some training for their children's ministry. And from there, I thought I will just be here for about 6 months. But when I got here, I just felt the love and saw the need. And so we started working with other churches to help them with children's ministry. And then because we were working with DSWD in Tarlac for the earthquake victims and building houses and rebuilding communities, they asked us to be involved with Pinatubo, especially with the ITES.
Sister Pat, ang pumunta rito dahil tinuturoan yung mga bata sir. Tapos, araw-araw yan, binibigyan yung mga bata ng tinapay, ano-ano binibigay sa mga bata. So, tapos kung wala silang notebook, binibigyan, lapis, tapos tinuturuan nilang magsulat. Mga abutan ng kwan yan, tinuturo niya, nagtuturo dito pala. Mga 1 taon yan, sir. Ang ginagawa niya, sir, wala namang ibang ginagawa. Kaya lang, yung bata lang, inaalagaan niya. Tapos, kuminsan, binibigyan silang yung mga bata, lahat-lahat ng ibibigay. Yun. Pero malaking pasalamat namin at natuto yung mga bata.
And we really had a heart to help. So we went with them to visit in Santa Oleana. And from there, we just got so involved with the lives of the Aitas. It just seemed like they were the least likely to succeed if they didn't have people staying with them and helping them. So we just felt that until they could get settled in, we needed to really stay with them and help them, be a mouthpiece for them, encourage them, make sure that they were safe and healthy.
Yung mandato po ng PHIVOC, so unang-una, we are mandated to predict volcanic eruptions and earthquakes and their related geotectonic phenomena. Pangalawa po, mandated to describe, to do monitoring on volcanic eruptions and earthquake activities. Para po magawa namin to, we have to ensure na mapag-collate po kami ng enough data para po magamit namin sa pagpo-forecast again ng volcanic eruptions and earthquake activities. Pangapat po, kailangan naming mapag-aralan ang mga epekto ng maaaring maging bunsod ng volcanic eruption and earthquakes through programa po ng paano ma-mitigate, let's say for example, yung volcanic activities through appropriate detection, forecasting, and warning systems. At pinakahuli po, we have to formulate disaster preparedness measures. Sa Pilipinas po, meron tayong 3 classifications para po natin ma-identify kung anong pong klase yung bulkan. Ito po yung active, potentially active, and inactive volcanoes. Okay. Sinasabi po natin na isang bulkan ay aktibo kung ito po ay pumutok within our lifetime o meron po itong historical record. Yun naman pong potentially active volcano, ito po yung mga bulkan na yung kanya pong landforms ay young-looking. Kaya lang po wala po itong record ng historical record of eruption. Wala po itong record ng eruption. Yun naman pong inactive volcanoes, ito naman po yung wala pong record ng volcanic eruption. Tapos po yung kanyang landforms po ay weathered na po or eroded. Yung long period of inactivity po ng mga inactive volcanoes, evident po ito na makikita po natin sa kanilang landforms, meron na po itong mga deep and long gullies. Proseso naman po ng pagputok ng bulkan, depende po yan. Okay. May iba't iba po klaseng bulkan. May kanya-kanya sila ng estilo ng pagsabog. At meron din po silang kanya-kanyang paraan kung gaano kabilis yung proseso ng pagsabog nila. No? Halimbawa po, yung Mount Pinatubo, tumagal po ito ng halos 500 taon bago po ito muling nagisingan noong 1991. Ang Pinatubo kasi kinukonsider na second largest eruption in the 20th century. No? In fact, ito yung pwede natin consider ito yung isa sa pinakamalaking pagsabog ng bulkan na malapit sa populasyon, sa highly populated areas. No? Nagdulot ito ng malawakang lahar. Okay? Nagdulot din ito ng malawakang pagbagsak ng mga abo na sinabayan pa ng bagyo. Okay. Bago po pumutok ang isang bulkan, nagpapakita po ito ng iba't ibang signs o senyales. Okay. Base po dito sa mga senyales na ito, diyan po tayo naglalagay po ng instrumento, okay, para po ma-detect natin o ma-monitor itong mga senyales na ito. So, bago po umakyat ang magma, ito po yung molten rock sa ilalim ng lupa. Sa pag-akyat po niya, okay, bago pumutok sa bulkan, sa pag-akyat po ng magma, nagbabasag po ito ng mga bato. Okay, para po makagawa po siya ng daan palabas sa surface. No? Sa bawat pagbasag ng bato, ito po yung nagge-generate ng mga lindol o tinatawag po nating mga volcanic earthquakes. So para po ma-monitor natin itong mga volcanic earthquakes na ito, marami po tayong tinayong mga seismic stations na kapaligid po sa mga bulkan. Malalaman po natin na malapit ng pumutok ang bulkan pagka po na-record na ng ating mga seismic stations na may biglang pagtaas sa bilang ng mga volcanic earthquakes.
bago pumutok ang Pinatubo yung 1991, nagkaroon muna ng project ang gobyerno doon. 1986 to 88, umabot ang mga bulldozer doon kasi ang project nila pagkukunan sana ng electric supply. Yan sana ang susupply sa buong Region 3. Yun ang impormasyon na binibigay ng trabador doon. Ngayon, 1988, kung di ako magkamali, 88 to 89, hindi nag-boom yung project nila, nag-withdraw sila. 1990, nagkaroon ng lindol, yung 7.2 magnitude dito sa Central Luzon. After a year lang, 1991, pumutok ang Pinatubo. Yun na yung pagputok niya.
While we were there, Pinatubo did a very strange thing. And the ITIS were very, very afraid. In fact, many of them were screaming and crying, and the children were hiding behind the parents. The Pinatubo started to puff up, as it were, but somehow, instead of it going high in the sky as it had before, it went like this and was low, and it just stayed low.
Noong 1991, nung pumutok na yung Pinatubo, bandang 8:30 to 9 yun. Nasa bahay kami. Basta pagtingin lang namin ganun sa site ng area ng Pinatubo, yun parang cauliflower. Yun. Mga ilan oras lang doon, noon parang dumilim na. Dahil yung asphalt talagang makapal, parang ulan na manipis. Lahat ng sasakyan na makasalubong mo sa daan, yung headlight nila, nakasindi na. Dahil halos di na makita. Yung wiper hindi umaandar na malagkit. Malagkit yung asphalt na nadidikit sa salamin. Halos hindi kaya. Kaya yung headlight ang pinakakuan na nila. Marka na nila noon. Madilim ito noon, boss. Yung parang 6:30 ng hapon. Ganun o 7. Parang madilim na rin. Parang headlight na yung ginagamit ng mga sasakyan. Nung pumutok ang Pinatubo.
Nung pumutok yan, nagtakbuhan kami. Medyo dumilim ng konti. Ngayon, nakita namin yung Pinatubo umuusok na. Yan, biglang dumating yung truck ang naghakot sa amin dito sa Santa Juliana. So, tapos na naman, patling na naman kami na palipat. Ngayon, pag-abot sa patling, yan, biglang nag-flower na. Ayun, ang gawin ng gobyerno natin, inakot kami papunta sa Campo Aquino yun. Tapos, naabutan kami na naman, sir, ng asphalt doon sa Campo Aquino. Ililipat na kami na naman sa San Clemente, papunta na sa Duig, sir.
Ang monitor po nating mga active volcanoes ngayon, 8 po yan, meron po tayong tinatawag na alert levels. Ito po yung batayan na ginagamit natin para makapagbigay ng sapat na impormasyon sa atin at sa mga kababayan na rin natin, lalo-lalo na sa mga LGUs, kung kailan ba sila dapat mag-evacuate.
Nagbigay, boss, ang pillbox kasi ang sabi ng pillbox, pagdating ng gauge level 4, puputok na yan. Kaya yung lahat ng nasa 20 km danger zone, dapat may transfer sa evacuation center. Ang pinakamalayong evacuation center noon, Camp Aquino. Kasi ito kasama pa rin sa danger zone ang Santa Juliana.
Kalimitan po yung ating alert levels ay from alert level 0 to alert level 5. Ang alert level 0, ang ibig sabihin lang po, normal yung pinakikita ng mga aktibidades ng bulkan. Pagka alert level 1 na po, abnormal na. Abnormal, ang ibig sabihin lamang po, yung mga minomonitor po nating mga parametro, tulad po ng dami ng volcanic earthquakes, yung pamamaga po ng katawan ng bulkan, o yung tinatawag na volcanic edifice, yung mga chemistry ng mga tubig or mga hot springs sa paligid sa bulkan ay mas mataas compared dun sa baseline level na sinet up natin. No? Ngayon, pag naman alert level 2, mas mataas dun sa alert level 1. And then pag po alert level 4 na, ibig sabihin, malapit nang pumutok ang bulkan. Pwede nating expect na pumutok ang sa bulkan, let's say within the next few days or few weeks. And pag po alert level 5, ongoing po yung hazardous eruption ng isang bulkan. So napakahalaga po itong instrumento nito o itong schema nito para po madali naming maliwanag po naming maipahayag kung ano po yung pinakikita kasalukuyan ng isang bulkan na makakatulong po sa pagde-decide ng ating mga LGUs kung kailan kailangan po bang mag-evacuate Lalong-lalo na yung mga komunidad na nakatira o malapit sa bulkan.
Mula gauge 1, gauge 2 hanggang gauge 3 nga, hindi. Lahat ng abiso sa local government, sinasabi. Pagkatapos yung local government, from provincial to municipal to barangay, lahat ng barangay na kinuha, may pang-akop na sasakyan yung gobyerno. Hindi nagkulang. Kaya walang na-trap na natabunan ng lahar, ganun wala. Ganun, walang nalunod, wala. Hindi nagkulang gobyerno.
Dahil noon, ang lahat ng mga katutubo, hindi naniniwala yan eh. Pero ngayon, naniniwala na. Bali, nagbago na. Paano ko pong hindi masabi yan? Dahil yung mga taong nasa bundok, nagbaba na. Wala na sa bundok. Nasa patag na. Paano ka man hindi maniniwala ba? Maniniwala. Wala pa nangyari. O ngayon, meron nangyari, pumutok ang Pinatubo, doon kami nagbago.
Hindi mangamba, kundi ang dapat ay maging handa. Kung sakali mang darating, o kung sakali mang in the near future, muling puputok ang Mount Pinatubo. Maging handa in the sense na meron na po tayong mga hazard maps sa Pinatubo. Meron na po tayong mga plano naman kung sakaling puputok ang Pinatubo, ano ba ang nararapat gawin. Ang pinakmahalaga po siguro dito ay sumunod sa utos po ng mga lalo-lalo ng kailang mga LGUs, kung ano po yung nararapat na gawin. Maganda pong lesson sa Pinatubo ay na dun sa magnitude po ng pagputok niya, ang in-expect po nating casualties ay mas mataas pa dapat. Pero ang maganda po, kaya po naging successful po, pwede natin tawagin successful po yung pagmamonitor po sa Pinatubo noon kasi yung casualties po maliit lang. Sa ine-expect natin na dapat na ganito kalaki casualties kung pagbabasihan natin yung lakas ng pagputok po ng Pinatubo. Napakahalaga po ng siyensya at teknolohiya upang mapanatili nating ligtas ang ating mga kababayan. Lalong-lalo na tayo na. No? Kasi yan po yung ginagamit natin para po magkaroon po ng sapat, makakalap ng sapat na kaalaman. Halimbawa po sa bulkan. So, mahalaga po yan, lalong-lalo na po yung ating yung mga latest technology sa ngayon. Sa pamamagitan po niyan, napapadali po yung, yung pagtatransmit ng data. O, sabihin natin sa pagko-collect na lang po ng data, lalo pong nagiging mas accurate. Nakakapagkuha po tayo ng mas malinaw na status po o information kung ano po ba yung pinakikita ng isang bulkan. Tapos po yung pagtatransmit po ng data mula po dun sa mga instruments natin na nakadeploy sa bulkan, papunta po dito sa, halimbawa, sa observatories po natin sa main office para po maiproseso ito at malaman natin kung ano yung pinakikita ng bulkan. Critical po yan. At pangalawa po, mga kaalaman po natin sa siyensya, lalong-lalo na, makakatulong po yan para malaman na, ma-distinguish natin kung yung pinakikita bang sinyalis ng bulkan talaga ba siyang puputok na? Or yung pinakikita bang sinyalis ng bulkan sinasabing, okay, abnormal lang yung conditions ko pero hindi pa naman ako handang pumutok. Ang isa pa sa pinakamahalagang importansya ay yung pagka pumutok na yan sa bulkan, okay, ano ang posibleng maging epekto nito sa atin? At ano yung nararapat nating dapat gawing paghahanda? Napakahalaga ng mga natutunan natin o mga kaalaman na natin na nakuha mula sa pagputok ng Mount Pinatubo. Maituturing nga natin itong success story dahil sa kabila ng magnitude or lakas ng kanyang pagsabog, yung in-expect po nating casualties na posibleng maging dulot nito ay napakababa. Dahil na rin po ito sa una, yung agarang pag-aaral, okay? Pagmamonitor ng bulkan, simula nung na-report sa PHIVOLCS na may mga abnormal na mga earthquakes o abnormal na pangyayari o maraming earthquakes na nararamdaman yung ating mga kababayan na nakatira malapit sa bulkan. So, unang lessons po natin, yung napakahalaga po yung interaction ng community ng ating mga kababayan sa atin. Ang ultimate goal po natin is to save lives. Okay. Nag-i-invest po tayo ng tao, mga instrumento, oras, para po masagip ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino.
Though we saw so much death and we saw so much devastation, we also saw a lot of life and a lot of love. Watching so many people in the Philippines coming together, so many organizations, so many churches, so many individuals that just said, hey, we care. And while we were the hands, they were the provision, and we just bless God for that. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that I would look at. I just bless God for all of His provision for the people. Nothing is impossible with God. Our God is an awesome God, and He has stood with our people here in every tragedy that we've ever had. With Pinatubo, with the people in Pinatubo, the lowlanders as well as the tribal, God has been with them, and He has never forsaken them. And I guess what I would say to them is, don't forget that. Don't forget, He has never forsaken you.
Sana po ay may napulot kayo sa ating docu ngayon, mga ka-forever. And that's it for our episode for today. Punong-puno ang mga susunod na araw ng mga special episodes para sa inyo. Kaya naman maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Bukas samahan niyo ulit kami 11 a.m. to 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. You can also visit our Instagram page, DOSTvPH, and our Facebook, facebook.com/DOSTvPH. Kaya click na at mag-login para lagi tayong magkasama. Dahil weather lang ang lagi nandyan, tagaraw man o tagulan, hindi nang iiwan kahit sino ka man. Kami po ang DOSTv na laging nandyan, may bagyo man, kulog o kidlat, hindi namin kayo iiwan. Dahil laging tandaan, weather is forever. Ay! Wow!
Happy birthday to you.
Wow! Ay, sorry! Okay. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow! Thank you. Alam na. Ay, nako. Ayan, this is my name. Ayan. Wow, thank you! Ay, si Roms, kawawa naman. Teka lang. Ayan, thank you. Ayan, thank you for this cake. Ayan. Thank you so much. Thank you po. Ayan. Teka lang. Hindi ako prepared, syempre, di ba? Thank you so much, ayan, DOSTv family. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat, di ba? Sabi ko nga, short message lang siguro, yes. Thank you. Kasi panibagong, kumbaga nagbukas ng pinto ang DOSTv para sa akin. Hindi lang siguro pinto, pati bintana. Marami pong salamat. Ayan, naiyak nga ako kasi hindi masyadong prepared. Thank you. Marami po salamat sa mga bumubuo ng DOSTv. Thank you, Ma'am Chang. Thank you. Sir Richard Burgos, thank you so much. Ayan.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes! Thank you again! Ayan, see you again tomorrow! Switch na raw! Thank you! Bye! O yan, basang-basa.